Okay, example 2, same type of problem. Y is greater than x minus 2, y is less than or equal to x plus 1. Just for fun, I'm going to pick a different test point than 0, 0. Just, again, on your homework, pick 0, 0 every time it's available. It's easier. But I just want to get a false. I just happen to know 0, 0 is true for both of these. So I'm going to pick one that's false for at least one of them so we can kind of go through that whole idea that I just mentioned on the last video. So if I go with the top equation here in blue, y equals 1 over 1 x minus 2. My y-axis, of course, is the vertical. The x is the horizontal axis. We've got a y-intercept of -2. I've got a slope of 1 over 1, so up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, and so on. And I'm connecting the blue line, or the blue points with what type of line?
Dotted.
A dotted line or a dashed line, whatever you want to call it. Dotted, dashed, slotted. You can call it slotted if you want to. As long as it has gaps every once in a while and does not a complete solid line, I'll be fine with whatever you want to call it. So we got that line, is the blue line. And then if we look at the other equation, we'll do that in red again. Y is less than or equal to x plus 1. I'm just going to y equals 1 over 1 x plus 1. So my y-intercept is 1, my slope is 1 over 1. Notice they have the same slope, different y-intercepts. We've already learned about that. Those are parallel lines, right? So there's no intersection point here. So instead of creating 4 regions like the last one does, without intersection, we're going to get 3 regions. I'm going to use a solid line this time because the equals 2. So I'm going to do that. And once again, if this was me doing my homework problem, this was the problem again, I'm going to pick 0, 0. But just to be different, I'm going to pick this point right here. Alright. No other reason, just to be different. Alright, so this point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma 1. So you pick your test point, actually draw your test point on your paper, that's fine. But just identify that as whatever it is. So 5, comma 1 is my test point. And again, that's x is 5, y is 1. So make sure that you're substituting in the right positions. Bless you. So, if I go to the blue inequality, so again I'm going, with this test point I'm going to the blue inequality, I'm changing y to 1, I'm changing x to 5, I end up with 1 is greater than 3. Which is clearly false, right? So again, I see students all the time, they get false and they think they got to do it again because they picked a false one. This point is on the bottom side of the blue line and it's false. All that's telling me is that the blue line separates the truth from the false. So the false is down here, that means the truth is up there. So I would shade this direction for the blue because I go away from the false. Okay, so this is false. False is on this side, so true is on the other side. They're always away from each other. All the true things want to be on one side, all the false things on the other side. They don't like to interact with each other. They kind of don't like each other very much. Those truthies and those falsies. So that's what's going on. All right, so going on to the other one. Putting 5, 1 in for x and y. So y is 1, so we're going back to this equation. Y is 1 less than or equal to 5 plus 1. Don't even worry about the equals to part because it's not going to be equals because we're picking points off the line. So if you just worry about the less than part, that's what we have to make true. 1 is less than 6. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
1 is less than 6. That's absolutely true, isn't it? So this one was false. This one's true. So look at the test point here in relation to the red line. The truth is here below the red line. So the red line I would shade this way. So I'm shading the blue that way. I'm shading the red this way. So the place where they're both true is in between. So we just shade in between there. Like so. And that's the answer. Again, the answer is a picture. The picture has to be drawn. Please make sure you give me a picture answer on these. Don't give me some ordered pair. I've seen people do that before too. They get -6 because they didn't even try very hard. So that's the answer to one of these.